Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call of this Week 4 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. First carry now. This is Lacey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they could do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams, and it's coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go.
On first down, it's Taylor. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Max Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
In motion right comes Green. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run. This is Lacey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Roethlisberger will throw. On the right side, caught by Green. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And there's a flag on the play. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Taylor. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On second down for Seth. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Watch two. Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dorial Green-Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Penalty marker is down here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch it.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In motion is Coates. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bronson Kaufusi coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bryant spread out to the right. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Gurley again here on first down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 10 yards still left on second down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw is Taylor. Finding time. Steps away to his left. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In motion is Coates. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this one caught by Coates. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, spinning away. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Taylor. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now Taylor, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now it's Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Green's got it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eddie Lacy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And it's blocked. And now the Ravens get him. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will not be able to get any further. Brought down inside the 10. A long way to go for nothing. It comes up empty.
So when the Rules Committee decided to put some excitement into the PAT, or the extra point, this is what they were talking about. Blocked, returned, nearly for 2 points, but great hustle and a big-time tackle prevented that.
That's what I was just going to say. Excellent hustle to stay with it after the block and make that tackle. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a cutback, right? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Hayward Bay. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And you know, Charles, divisional wins always loom a little bit larger, and they especially come into play later in the season. Sometimes they count as 2.
Exactly. The team that wins, if you've beaten that other team and they have to beat you late, they need that extra one. If you already have a win over them, it kind of cancels out what they can do.
And you know who does not like divisional losses and who loves divisional wins? Fan bases. You hear a little bit more that week if you win or you lose. The chatter starts, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. And let's face it, if you're family and one team likes one team likes the other, you're going to be on the phone right away talking to your family and lording that win over them.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it to practice it. I'm about to fill you up with status. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block the hit.